I don't know, maybe it's part of my mission is like, I want to help encourage people out there who watch these vlogs to tune in to their personal sensory data. Oh man, oh man. All right, a little coffee in the morning, and yes, shall we do a take two? Here we go. All right, here we go. If you saw yesterday's vlog, you know what's going on. Taking out the Pegasus 37 once again. And my major drawback from testing out the ladies version yesterday, and it'll be interesting to see if I can notice the difference between the Air Zoom bag, the PSI, the 15 versus 20 that I mentioned yesterday. Thank you, by the way, for tuning in. If I'll see the difference there, but also the heel slipping. Oh, I don't like that at all. That probably ranks in my top 3. Absolutely, I don't like when my heel is moving around at all, and that was happening in the ladies version from yesterday. So let's lace up. I will keep you posted. Going out for a good run today. I'll get you the stats on the run here in a little bit. There they are, black colorway. Liking it. All right, come on. Here we go, back from today's run in the Pegasus 37. Solid run. Okay, replacing the ladies version, putting the men's version over there. I'll give you my thoughts on the Pegasus 37 here in a second, and also going to break down some thoughts, just some basic thoughts on how I approach my training with respect to sensory data and what I listen to when I'm out running and racing, okay? So we'll get into that in 1 second, but first, here's a package that... hold on, 1 second, hold on. Oh, that is looking real good. Now, if you did order something from the DGR virtual race through Teespring, thank you for your patience. I get messages from them about COVID-19, and they are at reduced workforce right now because of COVID-19, so their orders are behind. So stay patient. It is coming. People are actually posting pictures on the Facebook group that their t-shirts and their sweaters are showing up. So anyway, we'll go inside and show this to True Love here in a second, but that is exciting. And yeah, again, just thank you for your patience with that. Okay, today's run, 20 miles, my long run for the week, 20 miles, 32K, 635 per mile, or let's see, 405 per kilometer. And moving on to that Pegasus 37 men's edition versus the ladies from yesterday, 20 miles today, 15 miles yesterday, basically the exact same pace. So here's the deal. I felt a difference in the PSI through the airbag under the forefoot. I actually did. It was subtle, and here's the deal. 5 PSI difference. I don't know, like it might be in my brain, but it did. I felt a little more soft landing in the ladies version yesterday. And again, who knows, maybe I'm just dreaming it up, but anyway, wanted to update you on that, and also the heel lockdown. So before I left, you remember I was filming tying up the shoe just outside the studio here, and I'm always retying my shoes when I have a new shoe in the rotation because it just takes a little while to dial in that lockdown feel in each shoe, because each shoe is different. And sure enough, I had to retie, I think it was my right foot once, and I nailed it. And so no heel slipping today. That was my major drawback from yesterday's run in the ladies version. So I don't know what's going on, like why that happened yesterday. Could have even maybe been my socks. Yeah, I don't know, but no heel slipping today. And now that puts us, we're going upward to 50 miles very quickly. So the full review will be coming soon. But I do want to say, I'm just gonna make the prediction now. Not a long run shoe. 28 in the heel, 18 in the forefoot. If that was 21 or 22 in the 4-foot, I could see that. I could see the Pegasus 37 working for a long run. But at the end of today's run, and again, I'll keep testing, at the end of today's run, my 4-foot was getting a little tired, achy, just like that. Yeah, and I really was focused on that 4-foot strike, so that might have been part of it as well. I could foresee if you just enjoy more of a heel striking foot strike, I could foresee that 28 millimeter being more efficacious for your gait cycle and your overall biomechanics. So keep that in mind, but for 4-foot striking, I don't think this is gonna be a long run shoe for me, but I'm glad I tested it out for all of you. Now, real quickly, I wanna talk about sensory data and really why I don't train by heart rate, okay? Because I get a lot of questions and comments below the runs that I post on Strava, and I just can't type. My fingers aren't fast enough to type and reply to everyone, so hopefully this is a little bit of a catch-all. For example, the most common question I see on Strava is, Seth, why don't you always post your heart rate? Or that's probably the biggest one, or like, yeah, that's probably the biggest one. Why don't you post your heart rate all the time? And the reason is, first of all, the first reason is I don't want my runs on Strava to influence your runs. I want my sensory data to impact my training. And I want I don't know, maybe it's part of my mission is like, I want to help encourage people out there who watch these vlogs to tune in to their personal sensory data. And what do I mean by sensory data? Everything that you are absorbing through your senses while you train and while you race, okay? So I know this is crazy, but like what you hear, what you even frankly see, what you feel through your body, not just what you see on your watch blinking at you like, oh, your heart rate's going above 155, like you better slow down or you better speed up or whatever the case may be. And here's my case in point, like today's run, 20 miles, 6:35 a mile, I would have dreamt of that pace during the DGR virtual marathon. I ran what is like 2:58 for the marathon 3 weeks ago, and like it was a very kind of like humbling moment because I was like, wait a minute, I can't go anywhere. Why can I not move? My heart rate is at 130, okay? And it was at 130, and it's like, why? Because my legs were barking at me because I did the 50-mile run 10 days before, okay? So it's like, I think if we become a little too reliant just on our heart rate and data from the watch, we're not training ourselves to listen to our entire body while we run. And listen, I've been running, I think now for 22 years. So I've been able to be patient with teaching myself how to listen to my body. And frankly, I had some good coaches along the way teach me how to listen to my body as well. Also, another critical point, and now I don't know if this will apply to everybody, but this is how I approach racing, especially like when I go race, I want to compete and I want to have fun. Like I just love competing. And just like a little trick and tip of the day is when I look over at Joe Gray or Andy Wacker or my brother, I'm not gonna go, hey Joe, hey Wacker, what's your heart rate right now? Like how you doing there? Like as we climb up Pikes Peak or whatever the race may be, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna listen to their breathing. I'm gonna listen because it's their breathing. Like I can tell when I'm passing people. You can also, okay, and this connects to the eyesight, what I mentioned, like that sensory data. When you're coming, bear with me, when you're coming up on a runner in a race, you can look at their biomechanics and tell like, okay, I'm gonna pass this person like it's like there's no, like this is gonna be a very easy person to pass because their biomechanics, their running form is breaking down. Why? Because maybe they went out too fast. And same with listening to hearing. I can listen to racers next to me And this, just to try to apply it to everybody else right now. If you're in a marathon pack, you know, a big city marathon, and there's 50 runners around you and you're all in the same pacing group, but then you realize, wait a minute, no, everyone else around me is like breathing really hard. What's going on here? And I'm just like, I can almost hold the conversation, like, go. Like, it's time to rock and roll a little bit. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. So anyway, sensory data, that's what I have. That's how I train. That's how I race. And even on today's run, like, just listening to the body, listening to my breathing, listening to my legs, because yes, I'm still sore from Boulder, just a little bit from 5 days ago now. And it turned out to be a really, really great run in the Nike Pegasus 37. So anyway, I just had to get up. I just got up on, what is it called? Your soapbox. You get up and preach a little bit. Just had to go preach it a little bit. Thanks for listening to that. All right, let's go inside. Show to love her brand new tank top. DGR Strong. DGR Strong. Okay, true love, close your eyes. Close your eyes. We got a little surprise. We got a little surprise, everyone. All right, true love's just wrapping up feeding Henry, and she's about to go on her walk. And this is perfect for the walk. Open him up. It came.
Oh my gosh, it's so soft.
Isn't that amazing? So.
Whoa.
Boom.
I love it so much.
Isn't that epic? So.
I love it.
DGR Strong. Here we go.
Oh, I cannot believe how. Oh, hello.
Isn't that good quality? Yeah, and on the back,
and
you've
I
got the
love that
logo.
back part.
So, I think it's perfect.
Oh my gosh, this.
So we just
it's
gotta
so
wait
soft.
for everyone else's to arrive.
Okay.
And anyway, we explained it earlier. We love you guys. Thanks for being here. Oh yeah, what are you gonna say?
Next DGR, I'll do the 5K.
Boom.
The next one. Well, if it's not, it's got to be after.
DGR virtual race. I don't know when it'll be, but it'll happen sometime. So.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, we love you all. Thanks for being here. We're gonna toss it back. Sorry, the box is gonna be right on your.
Yeah, that's okay.
Right about there.
That's fair.
We're gonna toss it back to yesterday's Pegasus 37 first impressions with Henry here cheering on. So boom. All right, everyone. Seek beauty
Work hard.
and love each other.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Ciao.